For beginners in style, whenever dressed finely, don't be overconfident. When this happens, it can appear dragging and it sets people off because you seem to fish for compliments. Instead, bag the right amount of confidence. Be modest. This means that you are aware that you look good, but it doesn't need for you to brag or to feel superior. In other words, let your style do half of the talking because people will naturally notice you if you bring the right character. There are two types of class: outward class and inward class. Outward class involves the clothes that you're wearing, how you're wearing it, how you incorporate it, and even what are the brands that you're wearing. Are these luxury brands or are these mid-price brands? On the other hand, inward class involves your manners and how you act in public. So it has more weight because it's all about character. So remember, clothes can always be bought, but manners are priceless. Best if you have both inward and outward class. Take this to your next OOTD. Hey guys! I have been styling for a very long time and I want to share to you what my style philosophy is that got me through the years. Thrift store finds may be cheap, but it does not always equate to the quality. In fact, I have a lot of formal shirts that I got from thrift that are in very good quality. I don't buy regular price items. I am that 50% off type of person. Guess what? I like to spend less. If the design is generic, might as well go for the more affordable alternative. There are plain designs that are affordable, but of good quality too. Trends are not sustainable. They come and go. That's why I invest on the classics. That is the same reason why I became a minimalist. Lastly, find a local tailor. You can make use of oversized apparel by having it altered. There are 4 pros in minimalist style. First is that it is simple and yet elegant. Minimalism is, for me, associated with upper class aesthetics. Second is that it's classic, which means it never goes out of style. And if it does, well, it goes out slowly, and so it is a good investment. Third, lesser pieces necessary. So you don't need to be wearing a lot. Less is more. And number 4 is that it is easy to incorporate. It's not a complicated thing to mix and match, so long as you do it with your other minimalist pieces. That's 4 people. If ever you're planning to invest in a minimalist wardrobe, then here's my color prescription. For beginners, buy clothes of colors black, gray, white, brown, and navy blue. The thing about these colors is that it is very easy to incorporate. Whether you're going for a monochrome look, which means one color from top to bottom like an all black, just like what that guy did right there, or if you want to interchange the colors within the color palette that I prescribed, such as white shirt, black jacket, brown pants, and then white shoes. Bottom line, minimalism is simple, but it gives a very exquisite appeal. Minimalist style also includes patterns and prints. It's not just plain solids. Now, let's talk about plaid. So plaid is a general term that is used to refer to stripes that are crossing each other to form a pattern. Plaid that is associated with minimalist designs include the check plaid, which is very common, perhaps the most easiest plaid to find. The Glen plaid, which is more associated with corporate wear. The window pane plaid, because it looks like a window pane. The houndstooth plaid, which is not that common. Then the gingham plaid, which is a classic staple on almost all brands and designers. Typically, minimalist plaids are bicolor, which means it only mixes 2 colors, like for example, white and black or white and gray. After talking about minimalist plaids, we now head to stripes. Know your stripes! Typically, stripes associated with minimalist designs are awning stripes, which is a vertical pattern with equal width of each lines. Pinstripes, I think it's termed that way because the stripes are as thin as a pin. Nautical stripes, basically you look like a sailor. And notice how equal the width of each lines are. Lastly, the bread-on stripes. Notice that the white line is thicker and the black line is thin. See, those are just the basics. The more you know your stripes, the more you know what suits you well. Another not so common pattern is flecked. Flecked refers to small marks, spots, streaks, or patches of color. Flecked is associated with minimalist style because it gives a subtle impression or statement in the overall piece of item. Now take this sweater for an example. It's black, but not just plain black because of the variation given by the white spots. Or take this shirt for instance. It's not just plain white, but the spots actually forms an overall detail. And here are some more. Flex is a unique and rare trend, unlike stripes or plaid in my opinion. But somehow, it still manages to create a standout impression.